ARMY, get ready, because the internet is buzzing again. Billboard has just named BTS as a potential performer for the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Yes, the Super Bowl, one of the biggest global stages in entertainment. And the moment this news dropped, fans around the world, especially us Jungkook fans, couldn't hold back the excitement, the pride, and yes, even a little bit of concern. Welcome back to K-Pop Update, your home for BTS and Jungkook updates. So in today's video, we're diving deep into what Billboard said, why the internet is divided, and what this all means for BTS's comeback and for Jungkook, who could be shining under the Super Bowl lights in front of the entire world. Billboard recently released an article listing who they think could headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. And right there, sitting at number 6 on the list, was none other than BTS. Now let's put that into perspective. Ahead of them were massive Western icons like Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, Post Malone, Metallica, and Green Day. But the fact that BTS was even included despite being on military hiatus until 2025 shows just how powerful their presence remains in global music. Think about it. While serving in the military, BTS isn't releasing group content. Yet they're still considered one of the top contenders for the world's biggest stage. That's not just influence, that's legacy. The Super Bowl halftime show isn't just a performance. It's history. We've seen legends like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Shakira, Rihanna, and more turn those 15 minutes into moments the world will never forget. For BTS, this would be more than just a concert, it would be a cultural breakthrough. Imagine the symbolism. A South Korean group performing in front of more than 100 million viewers live, bringing K-pop and Korean language music to the heart of American mainstream culture. And for us Jungkook fans, can you even picture it? The Golden Maknae, whose solo career has already proven unstoppable, standing center stage at the Super Bowl, singing live, dancing flawlessly, and showing the world why he's called the stage genius. This isn't just a dream, it's a very real possibility. But of course, ARMY knows the internet can never stay calm. As soon as Billboard's list went viral, reactions were split. On one side, fans were overjoyed. Comments flooded in with things like, BTS are legends, they would dominate the stage. The entire world would tune in just to see them. And of course, plenty of fans imagined what songs BTS might perform. A Dynamite, Butter, and Idol were common guesses. But not everyone was supportive. Some people argued that Super Bowl audiences who might not be familiar with Korean lyrics wouldn't give BTS the respect they deserve. One viral comment even said, "I love BTS, but if they start singing in Korean, the Super Bowl crowd won't appreciate it." And here's where we, as Jungkook fans, really feel protective. Because we know the power of his voice. We know the passion and emotion he pours into every single performance, no matter the language. And if the Super Bowl audience can't respect that, then maybe they don't deserve him. But still, the chance for Jungkook and BTS to break through that cultural barrier, that's worth every risk. So let's talk directly, Jungkook stans. What does this mean for us? First, it's pride. Jungkook has already given us history-making moments. 7 broke records on Spotify. His vocals and stage presence made him the most streamed K-pop soloist in history. And now, the possibility of him standing on the Super Bowl stage isn't just about BTS, it's about him cementing his role as a global superstar. Second, it's responsibility. Because if BTS is chosen, ARMY, especially Jungkook's fans, will need to be louder, stronger, and more unified than ever. To drown out any negativity. To remind the world that language isn't a barrier when music speaks directly to your soul. And third, it's hope. Hope that after years of waiting, of military service, of uncertainty, Jungkook and BTS will finally take back their crown on a stage so massive that the entire world will have no choice but to recognize their greatness. So, will BTS really perform at the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show? Nothing is confirmed yet. Billboard's list is just speculation. But the fact that BTS is even in the conversation 2 years before the event tells us one thing: their story is far from over. In fact, it's only about to get bigger. And for us Jungkook fans, this is the moment we've been waiting for. He's survived the toughest years, shined as a solo artist, and soon, he'll return with his brothers stronger than ever. So let's be ready, ARMY. Because whether it's the Super Bowl or a world tour, when Jungkook steps on that stage in 2026, it won't just be history, it'll be destiny. Tell us in the comments because your stories make this journey even more beautiful. And don't forget, subscribe for more BTS updates, because this is just the beginning. The golden era of BTS is about to return, and you won't want to miss it.